Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the 2023 Aleš Hřebeský Memorial. Big game here that will decide what happens in the gold group with the German Shepherds in their blue with the gold shorts against Tel Aviv in the red with the black shoulder caps. And basically the scenario is the Glasgow Clydesiders have already finished their games. They are sitting at 1-1.
Yes.
Yes. And German Shepherds beat the Clydesiders. So if Shepherds win, they're first. Clydesiders are second. Tel Aviv is yelling too many. I only see 5 guys. No, it is too many. It's going to be an early penalty against the German Shepherds. But the Shepherds win. They finish first. They move on. And then the Clydesiders would be second and continue on for the hunt. If Tel Aviv wins by a little,
I think they got to win by 4 or 5 is what.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Tel Aviv wins by a little bit, then Glasgow can become first.
Being told that it's 7. They have to win by 7.
No, but not for the scenario I'm talking about. You're talking about a different thing. If Tel Aviv wins by just a goal or two, I think Glasgow becomes first, and the Shepherds might go to second.
I hear
and then Tel Aviv would be third, or they'd be second. It'd be switching up. There's a shot by Jake Silberlich, but if Tel Aviv wins by 7, they can come first. And that would actually bump Glasgow to third.
That's right.
That's right. Could be knocked out. So
I was getting chatter in my ear from Toporowski in the last game. So
okay,
I was crossing my wires for games and scenarios.
Yeah.
I had it easy with Alberta. We went 2-0, advanced gold 1, so right to the quarterfinals. Playing tomorrow at 4.
The day off?
Yep. So get to call some games, see some amazing lacrosse.
Early start for Silberlich. Now the Bears did trail Glasgow 2-0 in their first game, came back and scored the last 4 goals of the game. So they're no strangers coming from behind. Tel Aviv jumps out to the same 2-0 lead. I don't think it happened in 2 minutes, though, with the Clydesiders. Tel Aviv looks like a different team today.
They look energized. Seems like they finally shook off the E-box aches and pains is what I'm assuming. Because a lot of these guys were here for E-box playing 3 full games.
Just an untouched drive down the middle. And Thomas Morrill, who's been playing mostly a defensive role, just slams that one home. And the German Shepherds need to sharpen up a bit. You wonder how teams are going to adjust to some teams love playing the 2 games in a day. Some teams much prefer to have the 1 game in the day and then have the next one today. We'll see how it works out for them. I'm Steven Stamp, by the way, with Garrett Gosshorn. Very pleased to have you with us here at the AHM once again. Last game was a doozy.
That it was, yeah.
We were thinking it'd be a division of nothing but shootouts, but didn't quite go that way at the end.
Well, the Moon Bears they had collapsed against the Dutchmen, and you started to kind of see it in that last game. They were up 4-0, then they went they let 3 in straight away from the selects, so it was really close until the very end when
Wiley
they finally
Sherman gets it down, a little spin here. There's a shot on net. Tel Aviv almost getting their 3rd in a row.
Tel Aviv on offense, they're just flying around, and the Germans, typically a fast, strong, and physical team, just look outmatched at the moment, and they've only had 1 offensive possession in comparison to Tel Aviv's 3 already, and those 3 have looked good.
Yeah, they score on 2, have a good chance on the other. Definitely we've seen some games like this before. I think the Malashitse, the one game yesterday, a run one way, run the other. I think it was the Green Gales' first game, actually. No,
Green Gales played Yizhny.
Okay, Yizhny. That might have been it.
That's my group.
Okay. There's been a lot of games. Nolan Ruddy spinning.
The Canadian twister shot off the post. That was a beauty. That would have been an absolute stunner.
There's 2 balls on the floor in play.
Would have been a highlight reel of the century there for Nolan Ruddy. Some bodies on the floor. Kadish finds his man inside.
Shot. Silberlich just missing. Spins again. That one's blocked. Goes off the leg of Benno Vent. But they get it back, and it was off the leg. So no reset, but they do have possession still. Here's Wildeboer. That one's going to go wide, and it'll be scooped up there by Mauricio Tarkovsky. And am I imagining things, or did I see Chad Culp in uniform down on the floor?
Well, I mean, they got it on the roster there, so.
Number 8, yeah, I did see him.
I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, my. Garrett. Garrett. We'll get into that in a moment. Here come the the German Shepherds. I keep wanting to call them chocolate. There's a team from Austria that would be the Chocolats.
Yep.
Would come, and I think if German chocolate for some reason here is the captain, Philipp Brosch. They're going to run out of time, and still not much happening offensively. So Chad Culp has played for Israel. He played in the National Lacrosse League for many years, won some Man Cups with the Peterborough Lakers. He is gritty and talented and can be a huge difference maker. Now, he also hasn't played for a while, so we'll see. Even after he retired from professional game, and this is him with the ball right now, he still looks like he's moving pretty well. He's going to get called for the ward.
Maybe that'll go in the NLL, but not here.
Beckman pushes it ahead. Comes Gustav Weber. Tries to connect in the middle with Multi Eggersles. Doesn't get it. And Matthew Flapen is going to head off to the side. He's got Morrill with him. Morrill sets the pick. He's got the trailer. Comes to Leibovitz.
Good defense there by the Shepherds in transition, playing nice and physical. Seems like they're kind of matching the intensity now.
Yeah, you could see it picking up as they went forward, right? And now defense, they're really starting to get some jump in their game. Oh, that's not a smart pass.
Hospital. Get the ambulance ready with that one.
I think that discretion was the better part of valor for Florian Heller as he basically just ducked out of the way.
I've never heard that, but that was the most applicable phrase possible.
There's Nolan Ruddy. Pulls it back. That's a nice fake, and the bomb from downtown.
He kind of had lost his hand on the cradle, but then found it for that shot.
Yeah.
He's probably kicking himself thinking if he had kept that connection, he would have made that goal.
Here's Vent leaving it, and Lassie Volkertson.
And a 3-goal lead here would be absolutely enormous. It is so difficult to come back from these huge leads.
The time just keeps ticking, right?
Yep.
Wow. Oh, there they go. Gustav Weber from distance outside the restraining line. A little sidearm sneaks it past Jackson Hayner.
And I'm usually not a big fan of shots from that distance, but how can you complain when it's going to go far pipe? Laser.
Be interesting to see the one from behind the net if we get it, because here we go. Can Hayner see this ball?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he had a good view. Just beat him.
What a shot there. And that gets the Shepherds on the board, so some much-needed pressure release.
What a difference, eh? 2-1 versus 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge swing.
Without a doubt.
Comes Tel Aviv back to the offense. Sherman across to the far side. Here's Drew Morris. Oh, Culp is down after taking a cross check from Max Becker.
Looking inadvertent on the pick attempt.
Yeah.
And he goes up to him and
goes to apologize, and Culp not looking too interested.
Inadvertent doesn't matter when.
Yeah. The pain's the same.
Yeah, that's the location of the hit. But it looks like we're going to get a penalty on Tel Aviv as well.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Morris. The box is open for them. So here's the...
So it's...
actually, Culp initiated that contact.
So I think it's on Morris.
Is Morris getting one for goalie interference or something?
Maybe. I mean, it didn't really seem like he was running through or, diving into a play. He kind of just runs himself into the goalie there. Yep. That is more than likely what the call is.
Yeah, so the goalie interference and the cross check. So again, Culp initiated the contact and the stick just kind of came up from Becker. As you said, unintentional. Nonetheless, we stay 5-on-5 with the matching 1-minute minors. They'll get out after a minute is gone and then the next hard stoppage.
Nice little loose ball.
Yeah, Culp ducks out of the way, and Jan Polak has had a pretty solid tournament for them. Takes that rip.
Whoa.
Ooh.
With the split legs, that was scary to see.
Kind of going headhunting there. Beckman just ducked out of the way. Germany will just fling it the length of the floor because the 10-second count was running out.
Smart play.
Yeah, Flaypan will start with it. It is really warm here now. This is a lovely day.
It's awesome. We needed it.
Yeah, the floor is dried up substantially. The only spots I've been noticing is down in the corners to our left where the shade is still covering, right?
Yeah.
Mostly right there where Matthias
corners.
Lena was.
And mostly where people aren't really running anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, because you've seen it'll go long stretches. That ball gets away. No handle from Arias Volter. The outlet pass to Frank Klima.
Kick himself for that miss.
Beckman on Klima. Nice little lever pass ahead to Wildeboer. Gets by his defender. Great goal. Is it in? It's good. No crease violation. Wildeboer with that dynamite acceleration underneath.
What a shot.
Yeah.
Great placement there to put it far right. Just beats the goalie there. And beats his defender. Goes right over that left shoulder.
Ian Kadish lining up against Jean Anderson. I don't know if it's Jean or Jean. Jean.
I don't know either. A lot of European names here.
Yeah. And you don't know necessarily where somebody's coming from.
Right.
I apologize to Monsieur Anderson if it is Herr Anderson. Here's Culp with the ball carrying into the corner. Watch the wet spots over there, Culpy. Culper. Culpy, come on.
Good little fake and finish there. Attempting for that goal. Missing.
Matthew Flapen has just come on like gangbusters the last couple of years. His game, he's always been a solid player for Israel, but he has really stepped up and become a difference maker for that club. Here's Leibovitz. He's going to fling it out top. Connects with Sherman. Sherman just runs away from trouble. Now starts to head to the net. Tries the dunk. Julian Laux right on the post. That was going nowhere. Laux has been very impressive.
That he has. He's had a great tournament so far.
Great in the E-box. Very good here.
Adam Kotnoff kind of running on, giving a check there. He is the leading penalty minute acquirer for Tel Aviv, and he'll tell you about it too. Good buddy of mine.
He has taken a few penalties.
Oh, yeah, more than a few.
Yeah.
That's what he's there for, essentially, is to lay the hit, and I hope he doesn't get in the box with each one. It's fingers crossed each hit.
Here's Austin Wolf with some pressure up on Paul Weber. The feed to Broch. Oh, he had a lane. You've mentioned a couple times guys will be kicking themselves. I think that's another chance.
A lot of bad handles here by the German Shepherds, and they've had such great opportunities, and especially that pick and roll right there was an absolute beauty, textbook pick and roll that they can't bring in the, in my opinion, easy, perfect place little shovel pass there.
Maybe a little bit of nerves, knowing they're on the verge of being able to win their group. I have to look up the German Shepherds and see what their results have been. I know they've had some success here at the AHM, but
well, this is their second game.
I meant in the past.
Oh,
previous years.
Last year, I believe they got fifth or sixth.
We're gonna check.
Well, Yizhny Miesto was fifth, so they must have been either sixth or seventh, something along those lines. You're looking it up, though.
I am looking it up. I'm going to find the Bears, the Shepherds. The dogs, the animals.
Different game, different animal.
Yeah.
Same beasts. Saving that play across midline. His back foot was kind of close. They get the reset barely, and he almost got that loose ball rebound. Can't quite corral it. František Klima.
And they were 8th last year.
8th. I was close.
Yeah, that's in that range. That was their first time in the tournament. So obviously they'd like to get back up into the top 8 and try and climb a little higher. And if they win this game, that guarantees them a top 8 spot, right?
Yep.
To put them in the quarterfinals. Our top 8 is coming together. Go to ahmemorial.cz and you can get all the information of how the standings are going, where everything's shaping up, the schedule as it moves forward. Quarterfinals held tomorrow in the morning or tonight?
Quarterfinals?
Yeah.
Tomorrow, midday.
Midday. There you go. A shot and another goal for Tel Aviv. So as we remind you, with 40 seconds left, they go up 4-1. And the situation for this group, the Shepherds beat Glasgow Clydesiders 4-2. The Clydesiders beat Tel Aviv. That one was 6-1. So our understanding, if German Shepherds win, they're on in first place, and Glasgow would be second, Tel Aviv third. If Tel Aviv wins by a little, things get a little more tricky. If Tel Aviv wins by as much as 7, then they win the group. German Shepherds drop to second, and the Clydesiders fall to third, and dramatically changes their situation.
That it does.
That's a back in. That's just.
And the Clyde are the reigning runner-ups.
Yeah. And they won a couple years before that. And Tel Aviv has won a championship. Very different team. Only a few guys. Silberlicht, Flaypan, Chris Friedman were all on that team. I think Kruda.
I don't think Klima was on the team.
No, Klima wasn't at that point. Maybe. And actually, Chad Culp.
Okay, awesome.
So, but if Tel Aviv were to win, I think by a couple of goals, then it gets really interesting. How's it look? Because Tel Aviv lost by 5. If they win, everyone would have 3 points.
Yep.
The German so Glasgow is 8-5. So if Tel Aviv wins by just a couple of goals, that means Glasgow comes first.
Wow.
And then it depends. Yeah, so if Tel Aviv wins, Glasgow probably comes first. And if Tel Aviv wins by a bunch, then they'll take first, and Glasgow actually winds up.
This is dicey.
Second.
This is a dicey group.
Well, it is. It's so confusing. Don't trust anything I just said, because it's all
Wait until the results.
Wait until the
results come out.
They'll be coming in, and then we'll let Andre and his team
not our job
figure it out. Way above our pay grade.
We're trying to inform you, but sometimes with these 24-team tournaments, it gets a bit hectic. Just a bit hectic.
So Brian Whitmer is over wearing his kilt, leading the cheers for Tel Aviv. So I think Tel Aviv winning by a lot is good for Glasgow. I would guess. He did. He explained it to me, and I couldn't really follow the whole thing.
Again,
I think Stephen Toporowski was telling you, and I don't know the Topper was really on top of it either. There's so many options. There's so many ways it could go.
Yeah, there's a ton. What do you think about the second half? What do we think we're going to see? I mean, Tel Aviv has been pushing the pace, and the German Shepherds, their offensive possessions have just been they've been fine. Yeah, but they've been dropping a lot of these easy little flip passes that they've been receiving and giving to each other. Tel Aviv just seems to be on another level offensively.
Well, and
defensively, they're both playing good.
Yeah, I think energy you can change. You can come out and be like, okay, let's go. We're going to go with energy now, and it's a new half. But ball handling, just the fine play, that's tough. You kind of get it. It gets in you, and you start to wonder. So can they turn that around? I mean, they need to, obviously. It'll be Kadish up against Jean Anderson.
Nice.
Kadish rips it out. Nice grab. Flaypen with some shifty moves. Gets checked by Matthias Lehne, but gets it ahead.
Yeah, when he was on the ground, he had a nice little move to put his stick behind his back, even while he's gathering himself and his balance. That was smooth.
Leibovitz hands it off.
Looks like a little change-up shot there, trying to find the top corner. Just barely misses, actually.
Shot clock running out. It's going to be Shepard's ball. Eventually, Lehne will take it. Beckman on the near boards right underneath us. There's Philipp Prost, tries to pass across, doesn't connect with Weber, doesn't connect with Wunderlich. Or Eggersglass, sorry.
I don't think Big Timmy's here.
He's not here.
He's using number 40, I thought. Now it looks like it's Mauricio.
Tavovsky.
Yeah.
Tavovsky. There you go.
Well,
got it.
He's got a guy backside.
Wolf, wide open save. Laus. That's a big one. Throws the arm up. Now they come out. There's another shot. This one from Jan Polak. And Laus is keeping the German Shepherds in it. Nice outlet pass. Here comes Benno Wendt.
Good stick there.
Flaypan, a difference maker.
Philipp Broj looking to make a play, unable to pull it in. Alexander Rabin.
Kruder's up the floor. Gets away from him, bounces straight over to Frank Klima. Frendesek's a beauty, just
one of the best.
Yeah, just one of those guys who's doing everything around a tournament to the point where you forget he's quite a good player.
He's incredible, yeah, he's so solid. It's not often you see him get beat. Pushes transition when he needs to.
Culp across the middle, low shot. That one was blocked by Lehne. Laux again looking up the floor. The Germans really trying to match the energy, push the pace.
Just barely gets it over. Tel Aviv was asking for 10, but Florian it's got to go to 19.
Wasn't thinking. Well, it has nothing to do with, a bit, but you can't go by the 30-second clock because you never know when they've reset that.
Right.
Austin Wolf. So the refs keep the count because sometimes the one thing I've noticed in this tournament, here's a shot on the run by by Sherman. Lots of time for Tel Aviv, even though there's kind of a panicked-looking shot.
They've been panicked a lot this last 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Seems like their shot selection has not been
that one's right
not
in the
been
chest.
it.
Nice outlet pass by Volter. Gets it ahead to Beckman. He's got no. Oh, there he's got Broch. Nobody picked up Broch off the bench, and he gets a goal. What a momentum changer!
Klima's got to jump the ball carrier, so he does, seemingly giving his goalie a chance, and that's Philip Broch on the wrong side of the floor and making the near side post goal. To be honest, that's got to be a save, but Philip Broch, that is an incredible goal there on Hayner. And he didn't even bite.
Hayner,
wow.
No, he was right there.
What a shot.
That's a great shot. Philip Broch is a shooter, man.
He's a beast. He had an incredible European box-lacrosse championship in Hanover this last summer.
Max Becker. He takes a big hit. Kruger's going to come away with the ball. Quick outlet pass, and Flapen on his way forward. Yeah, the Germans played so well, making it to the gold medal game where England triumphed. You were there calling a ton of games in that tournament.
So many. I mean, I was the only commentator.
Yeah.
But they had a couple extra volunteers that were, willing and able, but...
Yeah, Simon was out at the outside rink, right? Doing the play.
Simon was there. We had a guy named Sam that was helping out, doing some.
Oh, my.
Wow,
That's
you got to make
close.
a play on that.
Yeah.
Oh, he could have rolled inside. Oh,
Worked
and he's going to turn it over.
Well.
Dive.
Oh, my. Tough one for Marcus Steinbach-Reinhardt. A little confusion on the Tel Aviv bench, though. The player runs over and said, you just keep running back, right? You don't go to the door.
Right. I feel like he felt that he was close enough that it wouldn't have made a difference, his substitution timing, but as you see, it almost made a big difference.
Yeah.
Laux pouncing on that one.
Looking up the floor. He got checked. And Laux and, Beckman both argue. I think Beckman's actually saying, just settle down. You don't have to force it. I thought he was arguing for a penalty on the stick check, but the stick looks like it did come outside the crease. Flapen hands it off.
Honestly, I don't know. I feel like the Germans have really thrived this half in their transition pressure.
Yeah.
It's almost a reverse of what we saw in the first half, and we're only seeing a 2-goal lead now. So
floor looking a little sloped to the left. We'll see if that continues. Here's Sherman. Wiley Sherman gets the loose ball rebound. Wildeboer, sidearm pass to Morris. Sidearm shot. That one's wide. Here's Beckman.
Whoa, that's fast.
Quick getting on. Yeah, he's fast.
He's too fast for his stick.
And Tel Aviv was really quick getting off the floor. I saw their defender, Seth Mahler, coming off the bench.
What a
and thought
play.
he had to be early, but they actually had somebody in the box. It was a good change.
Now a scrum for this loose. David Beckman with a
Seven
good
guys
feed.
in there. Loose ball push on Tel Aviv. So the German Shepherds get it. We'll try to continue the pressure.
I don't ever know how a referee sees that and makes any call loose ball interference on those. I just think let the ball come out. Let the ball come out.
Yeah, you can't just leave them there forever, though.
Well, somebody's got to pick it up. What a goal.
From the outside, the jump shot. Lasse Volkertsen. That is a finish. I'm not a big jump shot fan for the most part, but this one works out pretty sweetly.
I mean, if it goes, it goes, right?
Yeah. I just think you're losing connection to the ground. You don't get as much power.
Right.
But you do change the angle.
Oh, I mean, he still kind of had his right foot down, his pivot foot down.
Nah, he jumped. Look at just loses connection.
Barely.
Barely is enough. You don't have the connection. You don't have the connection.
Well, enough space to shoot it into the net is also enough space to get a goal.
4-3 with 8.5 minutes to go, and the German Shepherds taking advantage of the floor tilting to the left here. As we said, they are coming back. Can they continue and get it all the way back? Big pick attempt there by Eggersglass. Kind of left him on the floor.
Tel Aviv only up by 1. I'm assuming my friend Adam is going to try to get a penalty and set the tone back into Tel Aviv favor.
How would that do that?
Yeah, you don't want to go against him with a cross check. Trying to deter any German momentum as far as transitions or set pieces.
All right.
At least that's how he thinks. That's how I know he thinks.
Okay. Culp has it. Ruddy coming to try and set a pick. And throws the leg up. It's an odd one.
What a feed by Culp, though, to find Sherman on the backside.
Beautiful pass and a quick release ripped at the net. Julian Laux holding the Germans in there. Racing onto it, but Culp gets there first. winds up de-sticking Tarkovsky in the process.
Hits the referee. Referee makes a great save there.
Yeah, Ruddy got up in the air and not sure he knew what he wanted to do. He was really tight on Laux. Kind of took his angle away because Laux played it quite well.
Missing that pass there. German's lucky to come away with that.
Lena will slow things down, head it off to Volter.
7:07 left in this game, and this has become a lot more exciting now. Good flip.
I thought he had a lane, though, Volkerson, who scored the last goal. Wasn't even looking at the net. It felt like there was a chance for him to head in. Now here comes Tel Aviv, Flepen, who just carries the ball a ton for this club.
He's everywhere. He's got to be tired.
I don't know if he gets tired.
Good for him.
I'm a little tuckered watching him, but
a lot of motion for the eyes.
Yeah. Michael Geiger. What?
Kind of a bit of a push and a slip, maybe a sell there.
Oh, and it leads to a goal the other way. I didn't see what happened up in the other end.
It didn't look like much, I tell you that.
Ooh. And Wildeboer takes advantage. That's a huge turn of events.
I don't know if that was caught on camera at all, but great. Great feed and great shot by Wildeboer.
Really, again, the behind the net camera, you really see
so awesome.
Dragging across and then just drifting back to the other side. Another face-off win by Kadish with Flepan fighting through the double team. God, the effort. He has a non-stop motor.
I see that.
It just seems like he does actually look tired. He's waving to the bench saying, I want to come off.
Well, he's trying to get off, and the German cross-checks are saying otherwise.
There he goes, but nobody's going on for him.
Doesn't matter. What
Tel
a
Aviv
goal.
scores 4 on 5.
That last goal is a huge momentum shift, and I really don't know if that was the right call from what I saw. Shepherd's kind of had their hands up, and in those moments, it's almost like you have your hands up, the call's been made, it's not going to get reversed. You gotta get back. But in a fast game like this, a quick whistle can do it to you.
Is that Ori Bar-David scoring?
Yes.
Yes. Nice shot for him. So, man, who has come of age as part of this Israel lacrosse program. He was the first native Israeli to come up through the systems. There's a bunch of American-based Israel legacy players went over to Israel, put a ton of work in to develop the game there. And Ori Bar-David is the thin edge of the wedge of the coming flow.
Good stick there.
Of Israeli players. Beckman gets in the way. He is, as usual, one of the standout D-Tranny players in the tournament.
He's incredible.
Long outlet pass. Nice job getting up to Vent.
I love watching his game. I'm a very big David Beckman fan.
Me too. He's fun.
He is.
So quick.
All these Germans I'm a big fan of watching as well, especially after that Euro Championship.
Roche almost got it. Penalty coming as he was trying to catch the ball. Gets flattened in the back.
Looks like they're giving a cross-check to František Klima.
Yep. That seems like the right call to me.
Frankie.
The back. Yeah. Check from behind for a minute for Germany to try and turn things back around.
As is the usual saying, it's better a penalty than a goal scored, right?
Yes. And, Broche is deadly in there.
He is. Make him earn it.
Very high chance of him scoring on it.
Instead of an easy.
6-3, under 4 minutes to play. Beckman out on the power play. They go to the far side instead. Now Beckman gets it. Skip pass. Another hard overhand shot from Volkerson.
Kotnoff on a run here.
Nice job by Beckman to hustle back and take away the first man off the bench, Wildeboer. Ready. It took them a while to find Florian Heller eventually does get there. And that's through the crease by Ruddy. That's going to give the ball over to the Germans.
I don't know if that's the right call either because the Germans had picked it up. So he is allowed to then play, and he was out of the crease by the time the Germans had touched the ball.
You can't go through the crease and check him, though.
Can't be the first one or something like that?
Yeah, you can't run through the crease and get an advantage to go and check the opponent.
Okay,
so
fair enough. Germans looking for a big pick. They don't get it.
I'd say a couple of steps later.
Yeah,
it would have been okay, but right away you just can't.
Well, it looked like he pulled up on the loose, and then once it was picked up, then he made the play. So that's why I felt like it was
maybe
should have been allowed. But
Silberlicht doesn't see anybody open, so he's going to drive to the net. Penalty coming. Draws that foul. It's going to be
cross-check. That one went a bit high. Coming fresh off the PK now into the power play.
So that's a big one for the German Shepherds, who are down by 3 with just 2 minutes now to go. We are into stop time. Hard underhand shot. Lauch stops that one.
Wiley Sherman was lethal earlier in this tournament and in E-Box. He is a great player.
Wrap check attempt by Flapen, but Geiger just runs through it. Nice little step around by Paul Weber. Kruger takes away his angle. Weber makes the pass down to Broch. 7 to shoot. Broch will try and get one on net as the 3 German Shepherds head to the bench. That's up and out of play. Didn't touch anything except the dasher on the backboards. So it'll be Tel Aviv possession. They can kill. I mean, they're on the power play, but they can kill some time here. Yeah, Chad Culp's in no hurry, the veteran.
Still in the power.
Yep.
Not a lot of off-ball motion this yet. They had one cutter. They're going to just let Culp take it.
Crease violation.
Culp unhappy
Morris.
with that.
Yep.
Great clear. Oh, better stick.
Tap down, but Beckman gets there. Now he's got to lead it ahead. Stays in play for Marius Volter. Far side. Long passes for the Shepherds. His man cutting back door. Weber tries to go on his own. Slide by Silberlicht. Great hit. That's basically a game ender by Jake Silberlicht.
You can't slide there. You're already man down. Or in the PK, you got to just get back. There's no chance you're going to intercept that or strip it. So unlucky for the German Shepherds and very lucky for Tel Aviv. They get their possession, and now it seems like they're going to get their guys and see if they can make something happen here with 35 seconds left in the game.
I thought it was a pretty good play.
I thought it was good by Tel Aviv.
Yeah, the ball back. Isn't that what you're saying? Silberlicht shouldn't have come over?
No, I was saying the Shepherds. They couldn't. They shouldn't send 2 guys. It was.
Okay.
Let me see. It was number 73. It was Marius Volter.
Oh, okay.
He ends up coming upfield, and then Tel Aviv had 3-4 guys back. So it's almost lucky for the Shepherds that they did call that timeout because they want to get their extra man.
So it's 6-on-5 with the goaltender pulled for Tel Aviv because they still need goals here. Remember, they've got to win by a bunch, 7 to win the group. So in this last 30 seconds, they need 4 goals. They're going to rip it, and they score. They get one of them. Wildeboer from the outside, 23 seconds left.
4-goal advantage. I'm not sure what that does for them. Like you're saying, 7 makes a bigger difference, so we'll see.
Okay, so Clydesiders won 1 game, lost 1 game. They're 8-5. 8 goals for, 5 against. Right now, so German Shepherds won 4-2. So they are 7-9 for goals for and against. And Tel Aviv now has 7. Okay, the first game they lost 6-1, so that makes them 8-9. Oh, so
either way, that's going to do it here. 7-3 victory for Tel Aviv, and that'll do it for their gold group.
So Clydesiders will finish first because everyone's going to have 1 win and 1 loss. The Clydesiders will have 8 goals for and 5 against. Tel Aviv, that last goal that they got with 28 seconds left with the goalie pulled, gives them an 8-9 mark, I believe.
Wow.
And German Shepherds, who won their first game and were looking in control of their own fate, dropped to 7 goals for, 9 against, and I believe will finish 3rd in the group.
Wow, my goodness.
What
a tie. So
I strongly recommend, though, everyone go check out ahmemorial.cz and see if I did that right.
Yep.
I feel like I did, but
I'm letting you do the talking on this one.
Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing anything.
Yep.
I am Steven Stamp with Garrett Gosshorn. We've got 14 minutes till the next game here at the AHM. We are into the play-in games. And
Malachite versus the River Rats.
That's going to be interesting. We'll
Should
see
be
you
a
in a
good
bit.
game.
Have
Thanks
fun,
for
folks.
joining us.
Come on back.